What if I told you there's a hypercarry character who kicks off his ultimate and suddenly it's just him versus the world? That's right, it's Phainon, and he is a physical destruction hypercarry. And trust me, you have to play him like that to unlock his full potential. Basic attack deals physical damage equal to 100% of his attack to a single enemy. Skill: he gains 2 core flame points, deals 300% attack to one enemy and 120% attack to adjacent enemies as physical damage. Ultimate: this is where things get wild. Phainon transforms into his second form and clears a territory. Inside this zone, your teammates become departed, meaning they can act and they won't stay in the field. But all the enemies gain physical weakness. Instead of taking his normal turns, Phainon gets 8 turns at 60% speed. On the last turn, he drops a final hit, dealing 960% attack, split evenly among all enemies. Technique: raises max technique point by 3, spends 2 technique points to extract nearby enemies before battle, dealing 200% attack, instantly defeating normal mobs, and granting 25 energy to Scourge on skill point. By the way, if no enemies are hit, no technique point is used. Talent: when core flame hits 12, Phainon can use his ultimate. This can store up to 15. Gains on core flame when targeted by ability. If an ally targets him, he also gets plus 30% crit damage for 3 turns. Trace 1. Gains plus 50% attack when entering battle or after transformation ends. Can stack up to 2 times. Trace 2. When healed or shielded by allies, boost damage dealt by 40% for 4 turns. Also gains on-core flame when receiving ally energy regen effects. Trace 3. After transformation ends, instantly gains 3 core flame points. When it comes to Lightcones or Phainon, the absolute best in slot is Thus Burns the Dawn. This Lightcone increases the warrior's base speed by 12 to 20, and when Phainon deals damage, it ignores 18 to 30% of the target's def. After using his ultimate, he gains a powerful effect called Blazing Sun, which lasts until the start of his next turn. While active, his damage dealt increases by 60 to 120%. It's basically tailor-made for Phainon, boosting his speed, penetration, and giving him massive damage during his second form. If you don't have that Lightcone, don't worry, there are strong alternatives. On the Fall of an Eon is a 5-star free-to-play Lightcone. You can get it from Hearth's store. This Lightcone boosts attack by 16% per attack, stacking up to 4 times. After Phainon breaks an enemy's weakness, it deals 24% more damage for 2 turns. It's a solid pick for longer fights, especially if you're frequently breaking weakness bars. Now, a 4-star Lightcone is a Trail of Begone Blood. This one gives 12 to 20% crit rate and increases the damage of both his skill and ultimate by 24 to 40%. Since Phainon main output comes from those two, this Lightcone fits him quite well as a budget-friendly option. Lastly, there comes the Secret Vow. Increases overall damage by 40%, and if the enemy has HP equal to or higher than Phainon's, he deals an additional 40% more. Here's a Lightcone chart for your understanding. If you pull Thus Burns the Dawn, equip it without a question. If not, Fall of an Eon is your best fallback. Otherwise, go with Begone Blood or Secret Vow. By the way, a quick heads up, to help you pull Phainon, I'll be giving away a free XP supply pass a week before his banner drops, just to boost your chances of getting him. Also, I'm currently running another giveaway too, and the best part, entering both is super easy. Just stick around until the end of the video for all the details on how to join. For Relics, there's really only one true set for Phainon, Wavestrider Captain, arriving in version 3.4. This set is clearly tailor-made for him. The 2-piece bonus increases crit damage by 16%, and the 4-piece bonus, when Phainon becomes the target of an ally's ability, he gains one stack of health, stacking up to 2 times. If he has 2 stacks when using his ultimate, all stacks are consumed to boost his attack by 48% for on turn. It's simple, wait for version 3.4 from this set and your panel will thrive. As for ornaments, the best general option is Rutilant Arena. The 2-piece bonus increases 8% crit rate and the 4-piece bonus increases your basic attack and skill damage by 20%. Only if your crit rate increases 70% or higher. This ornament works greatly with skate and is very easy to build around. An alternative ornament option is Firmament Frontline Glamoth, where the 2-piece gives plus 12% attack, and the 4-piece works when Phainon's speed hits 135 or 160 and he deals 12 or 18% more damage respectively. Now, why do I recommend Rutilant over Glamoth? Because Glamoth only activates if Phainon hits 135 or 160 speed, and that's not easy to reach without a specific support. The only reliable way to hit those breakpoints is by running a buffer like Bronia with E2. Since her skill gives a 30% speed buff to on ally, with her you can easily push Phainon past the required speed and fully activate Glamoth's bonus. But here's the thing, not everyone has E2 Bronia, and building a team just to hit a speed threshold means sacrificing flexibility or other buffs. You will need to adjust substats, run specific characters, and even then, it's only worth it if you can consistently reach those thresholds. Meanwhile, Rutilant Arena gives a plug-and-play vibe. It gives crit rate and a flat 20% damage boost to basic attack and skill once you reach 70% crit rate, which Phainon can easily hit thanks to his traces and relic stats. There's no gimmick, no speed check, so unless your team is built specifically around enabling Glamoth, Rutilant is simply the better, more consistent choice for 99% of the players. For Phainon to perform well, you will want at least 3200 to 3400 HP with attack around 3000 or higher. Don't neglect HP even you are using him without a sustainer. Dev should be around 1000 or more. This adds survivability, especially in tougher content. Now let's talk speed. If you are using Glamoth, Phainon needs to hit 135 speed to activate the damage boost. But if you are not using Glamoth and you are using Rutilant Arena instead, you can relax on the speed, it's not that required. You will want at least 60% crit rate, because Phainon gets an extra 12% crit rate from his kit. So hitting the 70% threshold for Rutilant Arena becomes very manageable. As for crit damage, aim for at least 200% minimum, but 240% or more is where his damage really spikes. Lastly, don't forget at least 30% physical damage bonus required. This gives his entire kit a noticeable boost. For your main stats, you will want crit damage on the body to push his multipliers as higher as possible. On the boots, attack percentage is better than speed unless specifically building for Glamoth. Your planar sphere should have physical damage bonus. This is non-negotiable for any physical damage dealer, especially for Phainon. And for the link rope, go with attack percentage to maximize his scaling. For substats, your prioritizers are crit rate and crit damage first to reach 60 and 240 ratio for your in-game stats, and then followed by attack percentage. If you are running him with Glamoth, speed substats become important, but otherwise focus on other stats. I almost forgot a crucial part of Phainon's kit. When you use his ultimate, you will see 3 abilities appear: Blast, Enhance, and Bounce. This can be a little confusing at first, so here's a simple breakdown. Blast. Use this to build up stacks. It gives Phainon 2 stacks of bros, which is basically his damage resource. Enhance. Use this when you know enemies are about to attack. It's a counter-based ability, so once enemies finish their turn, Phainon hits them back with a full counter-attack. Great for punishing multi-hit enemies. Bounce. This is your nuke option. Use Bounce when you have built up 4 or more bruise stacks. So in short, Blast to build, enhance to counter incoming damage, and lastly, bounce to unload everything for big burst damage. Now, when it comes to team comps, you can build two main types of teams around Phainon. On without a sustain and on with a sustain. I'll break both down. First up, take a look at these hypercarry teams. These are built for clearing within on cycle. You will notice there's no sustain in these setups because the goal is to stack every buff on Phainon, and after his ultimate, he will burst everything down before the enemies even become a problem. These comps work insanely well because all of them flood Phainon with buffs like attacks, crit, damage boost, and even speed. You just activate those buffs, fire Phainon's ult, and boom, fight's over. This is the fastest and cleanest way to clear most content with him right now. But there's another hypercarry setup that deserves a special mention: Phainon, Sunday, Bornea, and Cypher. This team can be his best in slot 2, here's why. Cypher's 40% all-type vulnerability is perfect for Phainon. Since he's already overflown with attack, crit, and damage bonuses from his Harmony supports, Cypher brings what he lacks: defense rate and enemy vulnerability, both of which massively boost his damage. During Phainon's ultimate phase, Cypher's debuff stay active on enemies across waves, making sure all hits land harder. And once Phainon finishes his ult, Cypher detonates all the recorded damage instantly. You get full uptime on vulnerability, recorded damage burst, and no need for a sustain because the enemy doesn't even have a chance to fight back. It's a smooth, aggressive combo that works insanely, and if you're missing one or two of these characters, don't worry. You'll just need to adjust a bit. The core idea stays the same. Phainon is the main carry, and the rest of the team exists to make him explode everything. Now, let's move to the second category: teams with a sustain. These are for players who feels more comfortable having some protection. You can run Phainon with a healer or tank like Fushuan, Hyacinth, Aventurine, Luocha, or Gallagher, and still get solid performance. Just keep in mind, these teams will take a few extra turns, usually 3 to 4 max, to finish off tough enemies, but they are much safer for longer fights or annoying mechanics that punish fragile teams. Whichever type you go, a few things stay consistent. Sunday is a must-have for Phainon. His speed and buffs are just too good to skip. E2 Bornea is a massive bonus. Her 30% speed buff helps you hit breakpoints for Glamoth energy, and RMC or Sparkle ties the whole team together with buffs and SP management. And finally, Cypher adds 40% vulnerability and detonation recorded damage, letting Phainon hit even harder. So, whether you go aggressive or play it safe, build around Phainon, time his ult, and let him barbecue everything on the field. Alright, here are the giveaway rules. To enter the current giveaway, just watch my Jinglo video, like, comment, and subscribe. This giveaway will end once we hit 1069 subscribers, so consider this your final chance to join. Now for this video's giveaway, the steps are the same: subscribe, like, and comment something about Phainon or Honkai Star Rail. If we reach 1300 subscribers before Phainon's release week, the lucky winner will get the giveaway right after. And once we hit 1500 subscribers, I'll be giving away a guaranteed XP supply pass to celebrate this milestone, no matter what. It's that simple. The more we grow, the more winners there will be. And to be honest, this is just my way of saying thank you to everyone who's supported me from the very beginning. Making these guide videos is something I really genuinely enjoy, and your support keeps me going. So, join the fun and good luck to whoever wins. I'll see you in the next one.